Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the heater and AC blower motor on this 1996 Ford F-150. This procedure is the same for many F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and Broncos from the 80s through the 90s. The only tool you're going to need is a 5/16 socket and ratchet. You may also need a razor blade, and you'll for sure need a new motor from 1AAuto.com.
Okay, your heater blower motor is tucked right down in here. This is the passenger side of the engine compartment. So I'm going to take these two hoses and push them over. There's a couple connections. You just pull back on the tab with your thumb. Probably work the connection out a little bit. Right there. And then this connector, push down on the tab here. Try to flex the connector a little bit, break the plastic part of it free, push down and disconnect that. Okay. Now pull this. This is just a little pin that hooks this connector in here. Pull that out. Okay, now you have a pretty clear view of your motor, and there are 4 bolts, one here, one down here, one under this clip here, and one down here. Okay, so these bolts are 5/16. Just going to use a socket, a 5/16 socket and a ratchet.
And I'm just going to fast forward here as I remove those 4 bolts. They are fairly easy to get out. You do have to kind of just get your wrench down in there, and just make sure on the outer upper one where there is that clip that the connector hooked into, just make sure that you don't drop that clip or lose any of them, and be careful not to drop any of the bolts. If you do happen to drop one, they usually just fall right down onto the inner fender and then kind of bounce out the back.
Okay, underneath here there's a hose that you'll feel. Pull that off. Probably have to break the motor free somewhat. Pull it up and out.
Okay, just make sure you pull the gasket free if there's any gasket remaining behind on the heater housing. Pull it free and clean it with a razor blade if necessary to get any of the gasket off.
Okay, new motor from 1AAuto comes with a new gasket. Just kind of reach in here and fit it on. Okay, make sure I know the right way. Okay, I'll remove the backing. Okay, make sure it goes onto the pins. Okay, you can see the holes where the bolts go. Stick it right on. Okay, new motor. I pulled the vent tube from the old motor. Put the vent tube in like that. And push everything out of the way here. push the motor right down. In. Okay, a couple lineup tabs. Get those in place. We'll start this first upper screw right here, the easiest one. Okay, this one here has the little bracket for the wiring harness. Start all 4 bolts in place first.
And here again, I'm going to use some fast forward. Again, I start all 4 of the bolts in place at first, and then I go through, kind of snug them up one by one, and make sure there's no wires getting pinched in there or anything like that, and then tighten them up the rest of the way.
Okay, bring this one over, mount it back there, reconnect, okay, and then reconnect our main lead to the motor.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.